Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration Reform. Welcome to the latest update on U.S. immigration. In this segment, we bring you encouraging news as we delve into the significant bounce back in U.S. visa approvals and green card issuances in 2023. The past year has witnessed a notable shift in the immigration landscape, with a focus on streamlining processes, reducing backlogs, and prioritizing certain visa categories. Join us as we explore the recent trends and developments that highlight a positive outlook for those seeking entry into the United States. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. The U.S. immigration landscape has seen significant changes and developments in recent times. One notable trend is the prioritization of non-immigrant visa applications, as reflected in the increase in approvals. The U.S. Department of State's 2022 visa report indicates a substantial rise in non-immigrant visa issuances, with wait times decreasing. Efforts to reduce application backlogs and meet demand have led to a significant emphasis on lowering non-immigrant visa wait times, including the allocation of additional personnel in many countries. The data from the report highlights the improvements in both non-immigrant and immigrant visa approvals from 2021 to 2022. Non-immigrant visa approvals skyrocketed from 2.7 million in 2021 to over 6.8 million in 2022, while immigrant visa approvals increased from 285,069 to 493,400 for TD during the same period. These numbers suggest a return to pre-pandemic visa levels, indicating a positive shift in immigration trends. A breakdown of the visa categories reveals that immediate relatives of U.S. citizens experienced consistent approval rates, as this category was prioritized when embassies and consulates reopened after pandemic-related closures. The total visa issuances for immediate relatives in 2022 reached 212,185 compared to 170,604 in the previous year and 108,292 in 2020. In 2020, immediate relatives include spouses, unmarried children under 21 years old, and parents of UD citizens over the age of 21. However, family-based preference categories faced deprioritization in favor of immediate relatives, resulting in lower approval rates in 2021. Nonetheless, there was improvement in compliancy visa applications, with 156,800 approvals in 2020 compared to only 63,850. Family-based preference categories encompass more distant family relationships with U.S. citizens, such as adult children over 21 years old, siblings, and certain relationships with U.S. green card holders. The employment-based visa category experienced a significant surge in approvals, indicating a government-wide initiative to prioritize this category and attract foreign professionals to the U.S. job market. In 2022, there were 32,466 approvals for employment-based first through third preference visas, a notable increase from 12,299 in 2021. Diversity visas also made a comeback after pandemic-related backlogs and travel restrictions, with 54,334 visas issued in 2022 compared to 17,018 in both 2020 and 2021. Analyzing the visa issuances by region, the Western Hemisphere, comprising North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean, accounted for over half of the total non-immigrant visas and nearly half of all immigrant visas issued in 2022. Notable increases in non-immigrant visa approvals were observed in countries like Nigeria and the Philippines. In other immigration news, the UDA government settled 2 lawsuits that will benefit spouses of H-1B and L-1 work visa holders. Once the laws go into effect, L-2 and H-4 spouses will have an easier time working in the U.S. and renewing their work authorization permits. The Biden administration launched a new program called Welcome Corps, allowing private citizens and organizations to financially sponsor refugees in the U.S. Sponsors must form a group of at least 5 people and raise a minimum of $22.75 per refugee. They are also responsible for creating a support plan to assist refugees in finding employment and housing during their first 90 days in the country. On the other hand, Google announced a pause on new applications for permanent labor certification, also known as PERM, which is the initial step in obtaining an employment-based green card. This decision came after the tech giant laid off 12,000 employees. In a legal battle, a group of Republican-led states filed a lawsuit to block a program that would allow up to 30,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to enter the U.S. legally each month. While the Biden administration argues that this program would aid in managing migration and provide parole status for these migrants to live and work, Republican attorneys argue that it expands the definition of parole beyond its intended use. These updates demonstrate the dynamic nature of U.S. immigration policies and the ongoing efforts to streamline visa processes, prioritize certain categories, and address various challenges and opportunities within the immigration system. As we conclude this update on U.S. immigration, it is evident that 2023 has brought about a resurgence in visa approvals and green card issuances. The efforts to improve efficiency, address backlogs, and prioritize specific categories have yielded positive results. These developments signify a more streamlined and responsive immigration system that aims to attract foreign professionals, reunite families, and contribute to the growth and diversity of the United States. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow the ever-evolving landscape of U.S. immigration.
In summary, the U.S. immigration landscape has undergone significant changes and developments in recent times. The focus has been on prioritizing non-immigrant visa applications, leading to increased approvals and reduced wait times. Efforts to address backlogs and meet demand have resulted in the allocation of additional personnel in many countries. The data from the U.S. Department of State's 2022 visa report indicates a substantial rise in both non-immigrant and immigrant visa approvals compared to the previous year. Non-immigrant visa approvals increased to over 6.8 million in 2022, while immigrant visa approvals reached 493,448. These numbers signify a return to pre-pandemic visa levels and reflect a positive shift in immigration trends. Immediate relatives of U.S. citizens experienced consistent approval rates, while family-based preference categories faced deprioritization. Notably, there was improvement in K-1 fiancé visa approvals. The employment-based visa category saw a surge in approvals, reflecting a government-wide initiative to attract foreign professionals to the U.S. job market. Diversity visas also made a comeback after pandemic-related restrictions, and the Western Hemisphere accounted for a significant portion of visa issuances. Furthermore, there have been developments in various aspects of U.S. immigration, such as settlement of lawsuits benefiting spouses of H-1B and L-1 visa holders. The launch of a new program allowing private sponsorship of refugees, Google's pause on new applications for permanent labor certification, and a legal battle over a migrant sponsorship program. These updates highlight the dynamic nature of U.S. immigration policies and the ongoing efforts to streamline processes, prioritize certain categories, and address challenges and opportunities within the immigration system.